What is going on, lads? It's BillyTheKid here, and today I'm here to bring you another Battlefield 3 Weapon Overview. And just as I promised, this weapon overview is going to be on the KH-2002, the Iranian masterpiece of a bullpup assault rifle. So in this video I'm going to give you a slight overview of the weapon's details, both in real life and in BF3, as well as the best setup I can offer you to get the most use out of this assault rifle, as it is a burst rifle. It has no fully automatic capability. So, where did the KH-2002 originate from? So in the late 1990s and the early 2000s, the Iranian military realized that their armed forces were still using the AK-47, the AKM and the G3 battle rifles as their primary infantry assault rifles. And they realized we need a new design of a new assault rifle. So the next thing they do, they go to China. They order a shit ton of Nornico CQ 5.56 assault rifles, which are basically Chinese copies of the American M16A1. There's subtle little features that differentiate that from the real M16. I'll show you a picture right here. If you notice the pistol grip, it looks like a revolver pistol grip, and the handguard looks a little bit different. So what they did was they went ahead and ordered a shit ton of these rifles. They brought them back. They actually used a lot of these rifles in their own armed forces in the later years, but basically they took a lot of these rifles and then they went to work redesigning them. So what they basically did was chop up the M16 clone and redesign it as a bullpup assault rifle. So the rifle itself was designed in 2001, with a few samples being produced before production was actually started in 2004, and actually the version of the KH-2002 in BF3 is slightly outdated. There is a new version of the KH-2002, but it's basically the exact same rifle. It's just got an extra grip underneath the front hand grip. So when you see the KH-2002, you actually see a couple of different design features. A lot of people say it actually looks like a FAMAS, a much more skinny, much more light version of the FAMAS. And that is because when the Iranians were designing the KH-2002, they actually took a lot of different bullpup designs like the Steyr, AUG, and the FAMAS, and they incorporated it into the KH-2002. So you have the cocking handle inside what appears to be some type of carrying handle, just like with the FAMAS. So you can see a lot of different design features. Now here's a big difference between the KH-2002 in real life and the one in BF3. In BF3 you only get burst rounds or semi-auto. In real life you get 3-round burst, fully automatic and semi-automatic. So I don't know why DICE didn't decide to put in the fully automatic fire mode into the KH-2002 in BF3. I really don't know, but some part of me says I'm glad they didn't, because this weapon is a killer on the burst mode. The KH-2002 fires the 5.56 by 45mm NATO round, which is not surprising as it's the same round as the M16, and that's because, as I said, the KH-2002 is basically a chopped up bullpup version of a Chinese copy of an M16A1. The KH-2002 hasn't seen a lot of service in Iran's armed forces. It's only just been selected for service in Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps, which is basically like the special forces unit of the Iranian army. I mean, they're the best of the best, they got the best equipment, they got the best training, so naturally they're going to get the newly designed KH-2002 first, before any of the regular army forces. Now that I've gone over the KH-2002 in real life, let's go over what I believe is the best setup for the KH-2002 in BF3, and that is no foregrip, heavy barrel, and whatever optics you want. As previously mentioned, the KH-2002 operates only on burst mode and semi-auto. But the best thing about this weapon is its accuracy. There are a couple of burst firing assault rifles in BF3 like the AN-94 and that M16, the non-fully automatic one, the 3-round burst. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm on about. But the KH-2002, for me anyway, is one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's as good as the AN-94 in accuracy, but it's still just as good. The best thing I think about the KH-2002 is its hip fire. You really, if you're up close and personal, don't have to aim down the sights to get the kill. You can just hip fire the guy from 2 feet away and you'll get him. But like I said, the best thing about the KH-2002 is its accuracy. So if you see an enemy, just aim down the sights and aim for the head and you will more likely get him. Now, will you get outshot by an AEK, an M16, an F2000? Yes, you will. One of the things I have a problem with the KH-2002, as well as the AN-94, And the other burst firing weapons is if you hit the trigger too much, you will jam the weapon. DICE said they did fix this, but I have experienced this myself with the KH-2002 more prominently than the AN-94. It just seems to happen more for the KH than the AN. So be careful if you are up close and personal and you just want to tap that trigger. Be careful, as the weapon still might jam on you. Now, I've tried a few different layouts with this weapon, with flash suppressors, with the foregrip, but from my experience it just seems to work well without a foregrip and with the heavy barrel. Accuracy is everything with this weapon. You are going to get a lot of headshots if you aim for the head, and you are going to drop people really quickly. There have been instances where I go up against M16s, F2000s, literally 2 feet away from me, and I just hip fired them and they were dropped within that one burst. So if you haven't tried the KH-2002, give it a shot. The weapon comes with 31 rounds, so you don't have to worry about any extended magazines or anything silly like that. Just when you unlock the heavy barrel and a good optics, you'll be killing people for days with the KH-2002. Well lads, this Battlefield 3 weapon overview is wrapping up. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, leave a like, leave your feedback on the KH-2002. Do you use it or do you not use it, and why? And also, if you want me to do a weapon overview, leave the name of the gun in the comment section below, and if you see somebody with the same weapon as yours, give that person a thumbs up and I will do a weapon overview on that gun. I might as well get the community involved with this little series I'm doing. So once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is BillyTheKid, and thanks very much for watching, lads. Thank you so much for your feedback, and I'll see you again.